Welcome to Glow Getter Guru. Let's go on this journey together to ignite our inner spark and illuminate the path to success and happiness. On this show, we're diving deep into the world of empowerment, motivation, and personal growth. Whether you're chasing your dreams, building your empire, or just need that little extra shine in your life, I got you, girl. Each episode, I'll be bringing inspiring stories, thought-provoking insights, and advice to help us unleash our full potential. So let's be the luminaries we were born to be, and let's light up the world together.
Welcome to Glow Getter Guru.
Hi, did you miss me? I was gone last week, but I have a very good explanation as to why I was gone. So I went to a wedding. A friend of mine was getting married in Canada. So my family and I went to Canada to go to that wedding. It was super cool because it was actually our family's first international trip. Well, I guess technically we've left the country before because we went to Puerto Rico, but you don't need a passport to go to Puerto Rico. So I don't really count it as our first international trip because we didn't have to go through customs or anything like that. So we went to Canada for the first time. It was beautiful. And I actually never cared about traveling outside of the United States. I do like to take vacation, but I never really cared about if it was in a different country or continent or anything like that. Just because I feel like I haven't seen everything in my own country, and I don't like the anxiety around various things like money or getting around, traveling, and language barriers and things like that. Like, that just gives me so much anxiety. And I kind of feel like I don't really want to go to touristy places if I were to leave, because that kind of defeats the purpose of trying to have a cultural experience. I don't know. Our first trip in Canada, it was nice. It felt kind of almost like we were possibly in Europe, which how would I know? Because I've never been to Europe. But it's just, you can tell it's heavily inspired by France. So it's just like this very French feeling. Everyone there speaks French. We went to Montreal and it was just very beautiful. And my friend's wedding was amazing. It's like the movies. It's like the weddings that you see in the movies. That's how it felt. It felt like a fairy tale. The building was unreal. The decorations were unreal. They had, I thought it was so cute because they had an outfit change. The entire bridal party did an outfit change. She got her dresses made in Italy. I'm like, oh, girl, that was a dream wedding. That was the wedding that every little girl dreams about when they're small and they picture their wedding, because we grew up seeing movies of those, crazy weddings. And it was actually really nice to see one in person. I hope that we get the opportunity to do that again and go to another wedding like that. But Canada was nice. The currency, exchanging wasn't a problem at all. I just used my credit card. And yeah, everyone there speaks English. It kind of made me feel bad that I only speak one language. But it is what it is. We had a great time, and I'm looking forward to going on our next trip. And also, I'm just happy for my friend that he got married. And his wife was beautiful. What a beautiful bride. She didn't speak any English, so I didn't really talk to her like that. She only spoke in French, but I told her congratulations. I had him tell her that she was literally the most beautiful bride I have ever seen. And yeah, they looked like they had a great time. So that's why I didn't put an episode out. Before I was leaving, I always get anxiety packing for the trip because I don't want to forget anything. I am totally a checklist person. So I make a checklist of everything I want to pack. Then I make a separate checklist of everything I need to grab the morning that we're actually leaving the house. I need to review those lists several times, check it against everything in my suitcase several times, et cetera, et cetera. And I also like to have my house very clean because I like to come home and have the house very clean so I don't have to worry about anything. When I get here, I just want to be able to unwind and not dive into just housework and stuff. So I did not record an episode in advance. But anyway, we're here, we're back, reunited, and it feels so good. Okay. All right. So what I want to talk about today is about taking breaks and having gratitude. So the vacation came at a perfect and not perfect time because I'm super busy at work. So I didn't want to take the vacation because I didn't want to feel like, oh, when I come back, I have so much to catch up on, which did happen. But at the same time, it had been so busy that I did feel like I needed the vacation. I needed to enjoy it. I am not the type of person to work on my off days or my PTO or any other day that gives me a reason to not work. I'm not working on it if I don't have to. And I know that is, from my experience, that is not the norm. Like, I know so many people that I work with, they continue to work even on their PTO, where they make themselves available or they're responding to notes. Like, I don't do that. I turn my notifications off and I don't want to hear from you until I get back. So I felt overwhelmed, but I just wanted to remind myself to feel grateful because I have the ability to take breaks and I do take them. And to me, that is a privilege because a lot of people are still working nonstop and not taking breaks. And because they don't really have a choice to take a break, and I do. So I just felt like I wanted to be grateful that I have those opportunities. And I felt grateful that I got to take my family on a trip for a week and that we were able to, enjoy ourselves, spend some money. I have to tell you, like, every time I go on vacation, I have to really budget to do some crazy, ridiculous spending because I don't skim on vacation. When I'm on vacation, I'm like a new person. Like, I have rich bitch energy the whole time. I'm like, you want it? You got it. I want it. I got it. We want it. We got it. You know what I mean? Like, we can eat out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner if I want to. We can go shopping if we want to. We can visit museums and do whatever. Like, there's no, I don't really put a limit on myself when I'm on vacation. So I try to plan ahead when I'm on vacation. Like, okay, this is how much I'm spending on plane tickets. This is how much we're spending on Airbnb or hotel, whatever we're doing at that time. And this is how much we're dedicating to spending there while we're there. So I just feel grateful to be able to do that for myself and for my family. And so, yeah, I had just been reflecting a lot because I've been feeling overwhelmed. And I talked about previously how I'm kind of in a transition season, like, with getting the investment property and seeing how things like that are going to pan out. And then working on the consistency with this podcast and kind of where that's going to go and what else I'm going to be getting myself into that I can start generating, different streams of income because I'd rather be more reliant on myself based on what I told you about what was happening at my job. And so, although I am extremely overwhelmed right now, and I have been neglecting my health a little bit, not even a little bit, like more than a little bit, I have been intentionally stopping and counting, the things that I have that not everyone's privileged to have, or that I set myself up for. Like, I'm glad I did this work then so that I could do this now, type of thing. So this is just a reminder that you should count your blessings. You should show gratitude to the things you have. When things feel like they're falling apart, you have to look for those positive things that you have, though. Like, I can tell you, I've been switching up some of my like birth control medication, and I could tell getting off of one and before I get on the other one, like my hormones are like all out of whack. I've been super emotional. Like, I don't know. I cried myself to sleep like a couple days, and I have been so unmotivated to like even move at all. But what I've been telling myself, like, I don't have to work today. I can do whatever I want today. If I want to pull out a canvas and paint a picture, I can. If I want to lay here in my feelings and cry all day, the bills are still going to get paid. The people in my house are still going to eat, and I'm going to be fine. I have no commitments today. So those are the things that I'm telling myself when I'm feeling like this. Like, I have this to be grateful for, this to be grateful for, this to be grateful for. And most of the time it helps. Sometimes I don't. I just stay laying there and I cry, but it is what it is. But In fact, I was feeling that way this morning, but I'm feeling much, 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 much better because I said, I'm going to clean my office today so that I can work in a nice environment tomorrow when I go back to work. I'm going to eat healthy meals today because the input determines the output. And if I want to feel better, I do know that that starts with, how we're actually treating our bodies. So I tried to treat my body well today, and I've been doing a great job so far today. And so I cleaned up my office and I said, I need to record a new episode for the podcast. So I was able to put some makeup on, which I love putting makeup on. I mean, honestly, it's a little bit giving Julia Fox today because I was trying to do something and I can't really see. I'm blind. And obviously, I can't wear my glasses when I'm doing my makeup and I don't wear contacts. But we're going to roll with it. I got this cute little dress on, this cute little summer dress that I found at Target, and I'm starting to feel better. And so because of me remembering, oh, this is what I'm grateful for, these are the opportunities I have, this is what's happening, and feeling like this in a transition season is so normal, it actually helped me a lot to keep pushing to do the things that I have to do. Because if it was just up to my mood, I wouldn't even be recording this episode right now. I would just be like whining in bed still. Since this morning, I maybe would have got out of bed to just, eat, just eat. That's it. Not shower, not do nothing else. Just come downstairs, eat, go back to bed, cry, lay down. Oh my God, it's so sad, but it's so true. But yeah, I'm actually glad I'm here with you and we're having this conversation about gratitude. And so I also want to talk about the importance of taking a break. And I want to encourage you to take a break soon. Hopefully you've been able to take a break since, the summer started. But if not, I think you deserve it. And I think you should find the time. And when I say like take a break, I don't mean you have to go on a 1 week vacation, just do something fun and decompressing. And while you're there, count your blessings. I'm already overwhelmed again. I'm always overwhelmed. I might have said that on every episode because your girl likes to stay busy. And then when she gets busy, she gets overwhelmed, but then she makes progress and then she feels happy. I am she is me. But that's just the way I live my life. Yeah, and that's why it's so important to me to take my breaks. I have a lot of PTO at my job. It's not unlimited PTO, luckily for them, because I will fuck up some unlimited PTO because one thing I do believe in is taking breaks because we're going to be working, pretty much all of our lives. And if you think about it, the breaks that we take is just a small percentage of our life if we're working most of our life. And some of us are working on things that we love, and some of us are working jobs that we don't necessarily like, but we're surviving. And that's why it's even more important to make sure that you're taking breaks because those are the moments that you have to enjoy your life. And we don't work just to survive. We are working so that we're able to live. If we can reframe that mindset of working to survive to working to live, we're saying, okay, we're going to this job, whether it's our favorite or not, we need that to survive. And then we need to say, okay, let me find something that I'm doing that is going to give me the lifestyle that I want. Even if you're like living paycheck to paycheck, okay? You have PTO days. Most of us have PTO days. Or even if you don't have PTO days, say you're a contractor or you're hourly or you're even you're part-time. But on your off days, like don't always just stay at home and think about, okay, I'm done with this work now. What kind of work do I need to do at home? Regularly make time just to have life, like just to go for a walk, if that's what you like, or, some of the other things that we've talked about in previous episodes. There's a ton of things. And prioritizing yourself to take those breaks is going to make you feel more fulfilled and more like you're going to work for a purpose. Like, do you really want to go to work every single day and just come home and do nothing on the days that you get off because you're so exhausted? And I know you're exhausted, but you have to push and do something that you like. It doesn't have to be nothing big or super extra exhausting, but, go out there and live your life, take a break and relax. Even if you just take a bath, or a super long shower, sing all your favorite songs, have a shower concert, whatever it is you want to do. I just want you to take a break and I want you to enjoy yourself. And I want you to just take a step back from the day-to-day craziness, overwhelm, anxiety, and say, when's my next off day? Or when's the next time I can schedule a break? Whether it's just like going away for the weekend or just doing something for myself at home. Yeah, I want you to do that. And if you do, please share with me and think about while you're doing those things, the things that you're grateful for, and maybe even write them down so you can look at them. You can look at them later. And I don't really have much to say today. I just wanted to get myself back into it and I wanted to talk to you. I missed you. I know it was only a week, but I actually missed you. I was like, oh my God, I didn't talk to them for a week. It's crazy that how used to each other that I feel like we're getting now. But that's all I had. I also just wanted to add that I am grateful for you. If you have come back to listen, or if you're even listening for the first time, I'm super grateful that you came to hang out with me today for this short amount of time that we have together. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day or a great rest of your night whenever you're listening to this. And I'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Glow Getter Guru today and for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Do me a favor. If there was something that you loved about this episode or that you connected with, please let me know. Connect with me on Instagram. I can't wait to hear from you. Talk to you soon. Bye.